On this episode of Pimp My Setup, we're going to be talking about your setups you submitted for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. If you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts
now.
That was really boring.
It's my sixth time being on. I don't know
It's
what
okay,
to do
man.
anymore,
It's okay.
man.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 59, recorded live on November 12th. Days, words, things. It's okay. My life is a mess. Everything's a mess, and it's all good in the neighborhood. Anyways, my name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly.
My name's Cookie Dunne. You can find me on Twitter at Cookie Dunne.
Why is this guy on the show again? Honestly, I can't stand him.
I can officially say I've now beat out Matt Schaefer for the highest number of guest appearances.
Yeah, that's something. That's something to. I mean, I don't know if that's really something to brag about, but
Yeah.
You go up to a lady like, "Hey, guess what? I was on Pimp My Setup 6 times," and she'll be
Dude,
like,
she will be like Niagara Falls.
"Alrighty, anyways." Well,
Sorry for the younger viewers.
yeah, that's something. Okay, so before we get into everything else, I just want to say, I don't actually have anything. I'm sick and I just words. Okay, let's get into the first setup. First setup today is submitted by Asaya, and Asaya is how old?
17.
30. Yeah. Damn it, dude! You gotta stop with that. No, he's actually 16 years old. And this setup, now we're going to see some setups that are like, damn. We're going to see some setups that aren't the same equivalence of damn. Kind of like, damn, I don't know about that. But this setup, there are some unique factors to it, but at the same time, there are some factors that might make me vomit. But let's start off on the positive, because it's always great to deliver the good news first. No, I prefer bad news first, but I also don't want to hurt people's feelings. So, Rubik's Cubes. Do you think this guy knows how to solve one?
I don't know what gives you that idea, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't. Actually, you know what? That's probably a bad guess. But
Dude, I've never been able to solve a Rubik's Cube.
really, you're stupid.
Yeah, like,
because I can.
Well,
I
like I haven't like spent loads of time on it, but I've just whenever I've had one, I just mess about with it and I've never been able to solve it.
Yeah, it's
So for this kid
not
to
easy.
solve about 5 million.
and look, some of them they're not even. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across, but they don't match up. They're not like a cube. It's like an X. Like I don't know. But what do you think about that? Do you think that gives like his personality and whatnot?
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't have it because I don't like it. But if that's what he's into, it's not like we're going to be sitting looking at it all the time. It's for his enjoyment. So
Yeah.
if that's what he wants, then go ahead.
Yeah. So
I feel like this is more of a makeshift setup.
yeah. Well, here's
It's like that used to be like a closet. Or
I was
something.
just about to say, yeah, that's actually what's cool about it is it used to be a closet and he turned it into this. But at the same time, that also gives you a lot of issues because, for instance, the paneling, I guess it's probably laminated at the floor. You have a piece pulled out. And I'm guessing because he said that he had to run an Ethernet cable from his basement. So I'm assuming you ripped out that panel to do just that. Yeah, but here's the problem. If you ripped out that panel, which I'm hoping that's what you did, and you still have it, just take it and cut the edge off, cut the little piece off at the end so at least you could fill that hole back in because that is an eyesore to say the least. Definitely something that I noticed right away. Now, the second thing is the woodworking for the shelf and the desk. I understand it's custom, but it looks like you were too excited and you didn't finish it. And
Yeah, you forgot to paint.
yeah, because you have all this really dark furniture, the dark floor, the dark dresser piece on the right side, and then the rest is just plain old wood. So you need to kind of like, whether you stain it or you just give it a little bit more life, something to make it look like you didn't just, do it. You know what I mean? Now, what do you think about like the speakers or monitors that are on the desk?
They're odd. They look like see like ones that sort of like DJs use like when they're at an actual set and not on your setup. But I don't see an issue with them. I feel like they're maybe a bit too close to them. but that would be about it.
Yeah, I mean, they look dope, honestly, but they also look like they will blow. That's probably what he used to clean the closet out. He just threw them in there, turned on some Justin Bieber, and boom, the next thing you know, he had a closet ripped out. It's funny, in my video about the speakers, I said I listened to Justin Bieber, and people are like, oh my God, he's a douche. And I'm like, guys.
Dude, in all seriousness, his new songs he's bringing out
are great.
They're dope.
Yeah, they really.
Like, he's a fuckboy.
Sorry. That's, I don't know.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? But yeah, so I definitely think that they're dope. It's just they are kind of overwhelming, but nonetheless, still very, very awesome. The other thing I would say is possibly, since you are in the process of doing custom furniture, you might as well replace that piece on the side that has the drawers and make something custom. That way, it completely matches. It's a very the whole look flows through the room, which is important. And then the other thing that is a complete eyesore is that you need to cover up this open wall right here. Put some molding on it. Is that an open
wall?
I don't know if it's like molding or like paneling that's just there. I don't know. And it also looks like he has a carpet on his wall, which I know is not the case, but that's just how that looks.
That's what I was looking at. It's not very nice.
Yeah. So like, it looks like he needs to do some work there. Now again, based on his age, he's only 16. So it is what it is. But at the same time, you have a custom desk, you have a custom shelf, you blew out a closet. You might as well finish it up. But I think that's like really what it comes down to. Your wire management. We don't see anything on the floor other than an open piece of the floor.
I wonder if that's where it is. Like that bit of the panel down the side is where all these cables are going and it's coming in behind.
It could be. Because I do see the one cable coming down the wall. I just don't know. It just looks, and especially with that chair, it just looks, like you said earlier, makeshift.
Yeah, get a new chair, man.
Yeah. So you just need to kind of clean it up. It's not even setup related. It's more home improvement related.
Yeah.
But yeah. Any final thoughts for him?
No, just paint. That's it.
Yeah.
Finish off.
That is true.
It's always good to finish.
Now, this next setup, and I just realized I didn't even have the setup on the screen for the last few minutes, but that's okay. Not last few minutes, like I don't know, whatever. Anyways,
Professional.
LYFE. So this right here, you guys might remember. Yeah.
I remember.
It's a thing. It's crazy. And it was on episode number 50. On episode number 50, I think I was a douche. And I think it worked, right?
Is that not just how you normally are?
Okay. Well, you got me there. So this is Patrick. Patrick is how old?
I watched the episode, but I cannot remember. I'm going to say, say 18.
18? 38. Damn it.
Doesn't work, man.
I know.
You just said 38, man.
He is 19 years old. So you're very close. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. He's been on the show before. So what do you want? A cookie? Cookie? Damn you. Anyways, so taking a look at this is the B4. And it is just what I basically said. I mean, first off, he has his school project up there. Galeo. The hell is that doing up on your wall? You know, like I basically just said, I get it. You're a very personal person, but get that ish off of there. And this is what he did. Look at that. Ain't that something?
Dude, just the fact that he's removed boxes and cleaned it up, it looks
the
amazing.
boxes.
Also, I know you're going. It looks so much cleaner just from removing some certain things. It's not even like he's added anything. Well, he has added stuff, but just from removing things, it looks great.
Yeah, so basically what we see here is he added a top monitor, an LG, which looks great. It's definitely useful because of the way that it's tilted down. Yes, it is kind of an eyesore since there is a shelf right there. But at the end of the day, I mean, I think that the benefit outweighs the look of it. Also, I do like that he completely cleaned up the left side. He added some BioShock stuff, which is great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, so he's a big fan of BioShock, so I like that he added all of that. Now, my other thing that I am going to complain about, and I mean, I don't know exactly what he uses it for. He had this boombox on the lower left side originally. Now, when we look at it, it's at the complete top. What the fuck? No, seriously, I don't get it. And
how tall is this kid?
I'm hoping he's like 12 feet tall, but it's funny because he said this time it's actually plugged in. So before it wasn't plugged in. This time he moves it to the top and it's plugged in now. And it looks like this is the other thing I don't like is the arrangement of speakers. So first off, you have the boombox, but the boombox is at the ceiling. So I don't know what sound you're getting. I don't know why you need a boombox because you have speakers right there. Your subwoofer is on a shelf. I wouldn't do that. I'd put it on the floor.
Right next to a mounted monitor.
Yeah, which hopefully that's mounted good. Otherwise, bye-bye. Plus, I just don't like that the speakers are there because your ears aren't there. So I know I'm nitpicking, but when you submit back to the show again, we're going to say it. So I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the middle leg? I mean, he said that.
That's what I was going to say. It reminds me of the one you did for Pimp My Shed, the one you got installed. And you removed it. And I was glad you did, because even though it gives more support, it just feels like it's interfering with everything.
Yeah, well, what I would recommend for him is putting it to the far back, because he does have all that space, and he does have a pretty heavy load on that desk. That sounds disgusting. He's got the PC, triple monitors. He's got all that stuff supported on there, whereas I didn't really have as much. I had I think smaller monitors and that was it. So I would put that there in the back just as a safety precaution, but it is pretty far up. I guess he's just trying not to get it to warp in the front. So, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that point.
Yeah.
But still, seems like it gets in the way.
Yeah. I do like that you have some personal stuff on the shelf. He said that this was like something his grandma gave him, blah, blah, blah. And that's cool, but I just think that I don't know. It's a little unorganized still. I mean, it's empty now. It's definitely clean. It just looks like everything's all over the place, and it's a little insane. I think the big thing is the boombox. It's got to go.
Yeah.
The America border, that's got to go.
Yeah, he's real patriotic. I noticed in the
previous,
the previous one, he's got a lot of like flags and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it is personal preference at the end of the day. I do love America. I definitely do. I just think that looks cheesy and like old, like very old. So yeah. Any other final thoughts?
No, just maybe some cable management wise. It's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah,
like,
he had it
obviously the stupid boombox cable right there, but
yeah.
Apart from that, there's not many apart from the speakers as well. But I feel like you should lower the speakers, put them on your desk, even if you should have at least a wee bit of space. But apart from that, that's about it.
Yeah, plus, I mean, he could mount those monitors onto a stand, or do each one on its own single stand. That would be good.
Yeah, like I did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's because that frees up space. He could lay them down underneath. Would be nice. And the other thing that I want to say is look at his cable management originally, and then look at it now. He got Signums. So, yeah.
You're swashing for 0% off IQ.
Yes, do it. It doesn't work. So next setup is submitted by Max. Max is how old?
He is 14.
Close. He's 16. So you're in the general area. You're never gonna actually get it right. But so first thing I look at when I see this is, well, he did say he needs to get posters, so he understands that there's no personality. The only thing that's somewhat personal is the fact that he has a horrific blue DX Racer that doesn't flow with the rest of the setup.
There's no blue. I just noticed.
Yeah, so here's what you're going to want to do. You don't have to get posters. You could just get shelves, or you can get really anything to just put on your wall that follows suit with that color. You need something to just get that color to flow through. Otherwise, the DX Racer, although it's an awesome accessory to have, becomes an eyesore. And it just looks a little, so I love the peripherals. I love all of that. I just think that I wish he would have went with a little more of an easier color to throw in. Now let's talk cable management. Cookie, I know you love cable management. Now, how badly do you want to vomit on your screen right now?
I'm real confused that he's went to the effort of drilling huge holes in his wall to put two cables through.
Yeah, two very skinny cables.
Yeah, like I'll be honest, that's the first thing I looked at as soon as I saw this. It's an eyesore. Like, at least cover up with something. There's those things you can get to cover that up and put like little bristly things that you can push them through.
Yeah.
Get a Signum, man.
Yeah.
Or get cable ties at least.
Well, see, here's the thing. He has one of these like cable nest. I don't know what they're called, but I've been seeing them a lot lately. It's basically like
the mesh.
Yeah, it holds it. Like, I mean, that's what the Signum does. They're all the same thing. You don't have to get a Signum. They have cable runways. They have this thing. You can get over it going super cheap. So it's just basically, it's not even managing a cable. It's just kind of maintaining a cable in a selective location that hides it from everything else. Now, I can say good job for putting what looks to be a green rubber band around about 3,000 cables, or a twist tie, whatever it is. But no. Here's how you solve the issue. Step 1, blow it up. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just okay. First off, what the F are those cables going to? The ground?
Yeah, what? Where are they going?
So, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Where's his computer? Because
it's the silver thing, the little silver thing.
Wow, for a second I thought that was just a backup for power supply, but so how many things do you have plugged in? What the? Yeah, okay, hold on.
I'm confused at where all these wires are coming from.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe people in the chat could give us some expertise, because we have a monitor with 2 monitors, keyboard, mouse. The first off, the PS4, all you're gonna have from that is the power supply.
Well, and HDMI.
Yeah, but that's going into one of the monitors, so that's not going down.
Yeah, but you might let it drip.
Well, if he's doing that, I'm gonna let him droop. That's what's up. He's got speakers, and that's it. There's nothing in this setup. I just don't get it. He's got a subwoofer, of course, the sound system. That's what I just said. But how do you? I don't. Okay, I'm not even gonna talk about it. I just don't understand how you were able to make. It looks like he has stuff in that little mesh as well. So it's like, how did you do this? I don't know. It's just.
I feel like what he could do is, like if they're coming down, you can bring them flat against the desk and go towards your mesh, and then like go out towards the legs and then go down the legs. Yeah.
That's what you're going to need to do. You're going to need to put some of those cables away. Not all of them have to droop to the floor. You definitely want to route them correctly. That's just awful. Yeah. And people are telling me like, but man, you know that the speakers have a lot of cables. Yeah. Last time I checked, they don't require like 37 cables. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know what you're doing. And the holes are hideous. That's another thing. It's a nice setup. The bottom needs to be fixed, and you need to add something to the top to get it nicer. Okay? Okay. Anything else you want to say for this man?
Just like you said at the beginning, just get some posters or something to spruce up the place.
Yes. Okay, next setup here is submitted by Oliver. Oliver is how old?
19.
No, 16. They're all basically 16, it seems. Anyways, taking a look at this. I love the desk. Very nice desk. Unique. I like the finish on it. I like that you have the monitors mounted separately. That's great. I love that you have the wire molding so it hides the wires coming from the displays. I love that you have your own footrest. I love that the PC is on a very, very, very nice stand. I mean, very, very nice. I like that you have spaghetti cables coming from... only your... that kind of sounds like a douche thing. I didn't mean it like that. What were you saying?
The one cable under the monitor, like it's going up the way. What is that? Where's it coming from?
That's the mouse. Look at the mouse.
Why is the mouse going up?
Because YOLO.
Oh, is it going down the cable trunking?
Oh, okay, because you see it runs. Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Because I can't see it come back down.
No, because it looks like he only has power coming out of there. I think what's happening is he might have a USB hub behind the monitor. But yeah, it looks a little weird. Going
so
up.
It's not like a big issue. It's just
yeah. We're nitpicking because it is very nice. The other thing I don't get is he has 2 phones because YOLO swag. I'm guessing this one is iPod. I'm hoping. I don't know why you have 2 phones. Then again, here I am with 2 phones, but that's besides the point. Anyways, the other thing I would say is this: the one monitor in the back. It's just chilling. I don't get where the left one is. I don't get if you have a subwoofer. I don't get what you're doing with that. It's just not ideal.
Quickly touching on the cable management again. See, his trunking is going right down to the floor. He's also got it along his like skirting board.
His skirting board?
Yeah, he's skirting. Shut your face, man.
What's a skirting board?
Skirting board. What do you guys call it?
Wait, what's a skirting board?
Like the bottom part of the wall.
Oh,
Like you've got the bit of wood.
like the molding?
Yeah, we call it a skirting board.
A skirting board. I'm gonna say on the next film I shot. I gotta put some skirting board along here.
Okay. But yeah, that's nice. I just wanted to say that. Fucking dick.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, wrong setup. See, here's another person using that exact.
You just tried.
Yeah, I don't know. Exact same mesh kind of thingamajiggeroo here, and this is the proper way to use it because you look at the last setup and you're like defer, and then you come over here and you're like, oh, that's how it's supposed to be used. So I like it. It's good. It's very good. It is a little blah, a little meh. And I think that's just because there's a little too much white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe like add some sort of color,
Some
like
flair.
maybe a little picture or something
A
somewhere.
little picture of your family, you know? You love your family? You douche. Where's your family? You douche. No, really what I think it comes down to is you have that blue LED, you have the blue going into the computer, your keyboard looks like it's blue.
Yep.
Push some blue through it, you know? You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also get a headphone stand.
Yeah, I don't like.
Don't do that. That hurts my heart real
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Sorry, guys.
And also holla at your boy where you got that PC stand because I need one.
Yeah, that is a very nice PC stand. And if you're gonna put your PC on a stand, I mean that's the stand to put it on.
I've been trying to find like a nice one. I can't find any. That's the only reason it's still on stupid carpet, and I keep getting people commenting on my videos.
It's like a nice pedestal, so I like it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's go to the next setup here. And sorry that if this isn't like the best episode ever, I'm sick and Cookie doesn't want to put up with my ish. So sorry if the jokes aren't as good as they normally are, but that's not the point.
We're trying. Okay?
We're trying so hard. Okay, the next setup submitted by Maxime. Max.
Just call him Max.
Max.
Hey Max.
Hey
What's up,
Max. We got 2 Maxes this episode. How you doing, Max?
We're maxed out.
Maxed out, damn, dude, that was so good. Okay, anyways, how old do you think Mr. Max from Canada is?
22.
Wow, no, he's, and this is the first time I can actually do it. 1738. Yeah, he's 17. He's from Canada. He said
Should have guessed that.
I'm gonna throw up. He said he worked really hard to build it, and he's very happy with it, and he wants us to give some advice. Here's my thing. First off, I did like the setup a lot. That's why I did include it, although there weren't a lot of pictures with good lighting. So this setup photo, God, I'm sorry guys, my head is all over the place right now. This picture kind of tells the story a little bit more, that he has like this shelving system to the side, his PC's on it, and it kind of just puts things into perspective. And he's got a gato, and
he's got a potato cam.
Yeah, it's blurry, it's all weird. But I did like the actual desk portion of the setup. It's very clean. It's a single, because here's the thing, you don't need 3, 4, 7, 8 billion different monitors. This guy has a single monitor and he's killing it. He's got his laptop to the side, still usable, still great. He's got great peripherals, great headphone stand. The PC's off to the side very nicely. The LEDs really accent everything. He's got his theme. He's got a nice footrest that matches his actual chair. The cables, from what we can see, is pretty damn good. It is a very nice setup overall. And I like that he has that shelving system to the side because he can store things you know, and have it right at his hands. Does look a little bit messy on the other side overall, but with everything you've seen, Cookie, what do you think about this setup?
I like it a lot, actually. The little footrest that he's got for the chair, I've actually had that chair before and it's real comfy, but that gets in your way. It looks like it's your feet are going to kick it, and you won't constantly have your feet up because you're going to be sitting forward.
Yeah.
I don't want to know why you've got tissues next to your lazy boy. I'll leave that to you. I like his posters. His posters are awesome. Walking Dead is awesome. Don't know if you watch it or not.
I don't, because no, I just never watched it before, so
yeah.
sorry.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the television, see, like on his sort of entertainment side,
Yeah,
it looks like it's really low compared to where he's sitting on the lazy boy.
but he might
don't know if
like being lazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, like I get that, but I feel like on his lazy boy, even when he's back, he's still up a little bit, so he has to lean forward to look down. Maybe that's just me.
Well, it's like hidden. I don't know if you want your entertainment center to be hidden, you know?
Yeah, see if like you raised it up and mounted it.
Yeah.
Like that would be awesome.
Oh,
and then you could get like a little sound bar underneath it.
Mm-hmm. And flow the LEDs that way as well.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be sick.
It would be nice. I think the Gato would like that.
Oh, so what's on his ceiling? Do you notice the little? Is that supposed to where a light used to be?
Let's see here. No, that's just a hook. People hang their jackets up there sometimes. They hang. I have a joke, but I'm not gonna say it. So it's just, yeah, it's nothing crazy. But anyways, some people were saying that they don't like how the posters are set up.
What? Oh, do you mean because it's two across and then one drop down?
Yeah, it's like a smaller one. They're saying like put the smaller one in the middle and kind of center it amongst the setup.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I mean that would look pretty nice. You know, a little bit of that artistic, things to add in there. That would look nice. People are saying stop zooming in. I zoom in to kind of tell you guys where things are, but I will in the new episodes have the ability to draw over things. So for now, shut up. Now, I don't know what all these bags are on the left side, but I don't even care because it's nicely set up.
Yeah.
He even has a corded phone, or it's cordless, but it has cords. But it's hidden behind the laptop. So great job there, because that's an eyesore and you just killed the eyesore. So I like it. Overall, I think that this is very like relaxing, and it's a personal setup, which is very important.
This would be ideal for an ultra wide. Like the desk is designed for it.
I don't have any more to give away, Cookie. So please, for the love of God, do not make me give one away.
Everyone spam Matt for.
Yeah. Don't actually spam me. Okay. Any final thoughts for Max?
No, that's it. I've nothing else to say.
Alrighty. Next setup here is submitted by Spencer. And Spencer is how old?
He is 16.
16. No, 14. 14. 14.
Really? He's 14?
He's 14. He's going to get a lot of hate because this boy right here is rocking a triple monitor setup with his custom case and Astros and everything you can imagine. So let's see. He basically said he's been a fan of the show for about a year, and he loves what I do, and he thinks I'm the best person in the world. Oh, actually, I made that up. He basically said he got a Signum because of me. He loves the Signum. He has OCD, which is why it's so empty. And he basically just sent in like a whole paragraph for me to read. I can't read.
Did they say anything about just moving house or moving room?
No, he said OCD, and that's, I think, why it looks like this. Because he likes it being so empty. But here, I think I see what you're saying, though. Is it because of the things on the floor?
Yeah, and plus, like, it looks like it doesn't have a carpet, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it looks like an unfinished floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's not got the skirting board. It's just got number 1 and 2.
He ain't got the skirting board. Yeah, he doesn't have trim or molding or any of that stuff. I think the first thing is definitely get rid of the stuff on the floor. That you lost points for. Because, seriously, that would be so easy to move. And you didn't. So I said, screw you, and I gave you some points off. And here's the other thing that you notice is he has all these things on the right side, like the microphone, the mix amp, very far out of reach. Usability is not great.
Is the mix amp even plugged in? Because it's not like...
I don't... It does... I actually...
It's
it
a
might
real
be.
odd place. It's an odd place to have a mix amp.
It's... Yeah, I guess because he's trying to hide the cables behind the computer. But it's just not in reach. And it doesn't make sense. The microphone also, that's a hassle if you need to move it around. The speakers, a few can argue that it's not it's not the best placement. You'd have to inverse what you're doing because the sound's going out rather than in. Plus, they are very close.
Yeah.
And then I would say I like the monitors. I like how they're mounted. I like that you have wire molding. I like that you have signums. I like the only thing is about the signums. You didn't. I mean, it's hard because you have this thing hanging down. I don't know what the hell it's doing hanging there because you have the signum. You could sit
Just
it in
chilling. Just hanging out.
yeah, and he's got the cables that are managed behind the subwoofer, but he didn't completely put it behind the subwoofer.
What's the other thing next to the subwoofer? Is that like an air humidifier or something?
I don't know, but it's just kind of like it shouldn't be hanging there.
Like the whole thing should be gone from there, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know the purpose of it.
Throw them out.
Yeah, the other thing with the signum, that one cable, I guess I can give you a pass on it because it's coming out of the wire molding. But at the same time, you could cut the wire molding a little higher up and just throw the cable directly in, kind of let it spew out like a river, like a waterfall into a lake or something, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the other thing I was going to say is it is just bland. And Cookie said it best. It looks like he just moved in. So, Cookie, what else you got?
That's exactly what I thought. When I was looking at his keyboard, has he drawn over his keyboard, or is it like a special signed edition of the keyboard?
It looks like he's like writing some love notes for himself. He signed it looks like.
How good he is at CSGO and stuff.
Yeah, he might write something like, press this button, press the space button if you want to hit the space button. Imagine you wrote that out. That'd be funny.
That'd be real funny.
Yeah.
No, I really, I really like the setup. If I like the accent lighting, maybe I would have preferred if your Astros were like maybe a black or a blue.
Well, he might have a DX Racer or GT Omega or Max Nomic or one of those that's in bright orange.
Maybe.
Orange and blue?
But it's not there, so I can't say.
Well, he might not have a chair because he's 14 and he spent all his money on this.
If you have any more money, you could do what I did and mount a TV above your triple setup, or get a painting or a picture or a poster
of yourself.
Yes, it needs some personality to me. It just is blah.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly. That is how I feel on the inside.
Yeah,
exactly.
I do agree. And here's the thing. You can have all the things, all the best equipment, but it doesn't mean that you're automatically gonna have the nicest setup. You can have no wires showing. That doesn't mean you're gonna have the nicest setup. You need to put some personal touch in there. And I know some people are like, bro, like you're so like stupid. All you talk about is personality. But like that's a big thing to me because if it's not your setup, then who cares? It's just a generic setup. You don't want to look like you're going through an IKEA magazine. So nice setup just needs a little bit more.
I want to touch on the floor again.
Okay.
Does it look like it's supposed to be like glue? Does that look like glue to you? Like it's squiggly lines of glue?
I don't know what that is. I don't know. I really don't want to know what that is. That could be something else. But it just looks like concrete, and then it looks like the walls like all cut up at the bottom, like all uneven, and it looks very raw.
Yeah, right. Well, that's better. Fix that.
Do something. Anyways, ready for the next?
You won't.
You won't. You ready for the next and final setup?
Oh, I sure am. I like the case.
I sure am. Okay, next
I don't know why.
and final setup is submitted. Oh God, by Viktor. And Viktor, my man, I love it and I hate it. I mainly love it. Basically, really love it. So Viktor, Viktor. How old is Viktor?
Viktor must be 16.
He's 14, and oh God. Really? The hate is going to be real, I'm sure, but you have to appreciate.
That case is
look at that PC.
Look at the inside, just the cables.
The cables, the fans, the LED, the everything. It just, oh God, it's so good. I want to vomit. Anyways, that's weird. He's from Iceland, and he said the following. I'm going to say this on his behalf. You were probably thinking that my parents bought all this for me, but that ain't true. And that's exactly what he said.
But that ain't true.
He said he worked hard for the setup. He had a summer job. Last summer, he worked day and night. I think that's illegal. Day and night. He washed dishes at a restaurant, cleaned the floors at a supermarket, made pizzas at a pizza place. And sometimes he's working down at the recycling station. I feel like I'm reading a book right now. Like,
is that all biography?
Yeah. So he basically said it is very new. Oh my God. Everything is pretty new for him right now.
You all right, man?
So this is what he wants to do. He wants to get a third monitor for surround gaming, wall mount them, and put the PC on a shelf in the corner above the monitors. And then he wants to get rid of the Razer mouse mat and get an extended one. And then he said, P.S. Matt, I hope you put this on the show because I love you. So he did say that kind of. Anyways, so I got to say, the chat is pretty mixed right now. Some people are like, wow, dude, respect. And other people are like, shove it up your ass, little boy. So it's a little bit on both sides. Personally, if you really did work your ass off, and probably, I don't know what Iceland's like, if they like whip that shit, but props to you, man. That I what? What? I'm just saying stuff. If you really did work your ass off, then amazing job. It's not easy. Work sucks balls. So taking right, yeah. So here's what I want to talk about. First off, okay, look at the second photo. GT Omega, the chair, the color. It's like Kermit the Frog sits here. It's Flamingo for 5% off, actually. But dude, this is like, hey, Kermit the Frog. I can't do the voice because I'm sick. Sick right now, but dude, like Kermit the Frog would enjoy this setup. And the final photo is what I really appreciate the most. This, my friends, is the perfect example of great cable management because you can see the cables, but they are managed. Look at that. You see it? Look at it. Just look at it.
Look at it.
Just look at it.
Would you just look at that view?
Oh yeah, just a syndicate right there. What do you think about the cable management?
It's so good. Like, well, it's so good in the terms of what he's done with it. Because he's working with what he has. Mm-hmm. He's mounted the power strip above there, and he's just the way he's led it to the thingy, the leg. This is like, went straight down.
Dude, if I was to like hide the video and just listen to that, it's like, what is the cookie talking about here? Giving the kids to talk. Anyways, yeah. I mean, but here's my question for you. Imagine you had to get a cable out.
Yeah, that's always a real bad issue.
Yeah. Would you jump off a bridge?
Oh, I would never need to get a cable out. I would make sure that nothing had to come out or buy a brand new cable.
It's like 30 years later, like, I'm not changing anything. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about using zip ties is that you have to cut them. I mean, you can use like a plier or something, pull it out and keep it. But I prefer Velcro for that exact reason, because at least it's not like the end of the world when you have to take everything down. But yeah, anyways, moving back to this photo, someone said, this setup is very bland. You, sir, don't have any taste in color. Now, I can agree that probably the rest of the setup above and whatnot is bland. I would assume so. But if you listen to his plans, he's keeping it like that for a reason. He does want to put the PC above his triple monitor setup when he definitely gets that, which if he's got all this by now, he's definitely going to have it soon enough.
Triple monitor setup with like dope here.
Yeah.
Like just raising them a little bit so the speakers aren't as obtruded there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It would be great.
And then having that PC mounted up top. Here's your problem, though. Your cable management is going to be hard. It's going to be really hard.
I could see how we could do it. Like maybe get, if he's wanting to put it like directly above, then he would get like one of those angled shelves, put it up there, and then like drill a hole at the back and get some cable trunking and go all the way down.
Yeah.
Down like the center.
The only thing is, though, he's probably going to want to have it so that the side panel with the nice glowing window is going to be facing him. So you're going to see the cables coming out. Hiding that's going to be hard unless he attaches them to the case.
Yeah. No matter what, you're going to see cables.
Yeah. I mean, definitely when they start coming down, you could hide it. That would be nice.
Yeah.
But the direct output, that's going to be hard to do. Now, the speakers. You got to get rid of the rear speakers for now until you get everything else situated. Right now, you don't have room for those. You're cutting off the speakers. Like in my shed, I have a decent amount of room. I'm cutting off maybe like an inch or two. There, you're cutting off half the speaker, it looks like. So, actually...
I don't know what kind of speakers are there. Did they have tweeters?
Oh, no, I don't think they do. Actually, they're like the really short one. I was thinking that they were like
the long ones with the tweeter at the top. Yeah. I don't want.
Okay, so that's actually not that bad then. I don't think that's bad. I just think that the rears should go for now. For now. Then what was the other thing I was gonna say? Someone said like upgrade your mouse. Like that's all personal preference. I think overall, this is a very sweet setup. I just think that the desktop right now is too cramped. And because of that, you lost points.
Yeah, the desk is small, but I think that's just because his room is real small. If you can see, it looks like his bed is behind him directly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So props to him for working with a small room. I know them struggles.
Yeah, it's great though.
Yeah, it's just I think it's all of those speakers that are making it look so cramped.
Yep. And
it's too many things.
And the PC on there, although it's nice and a sexy PC. That also killed your points because you don't have the usability factor. So you just lost points in usability. Everything else was great. I'm a big fan of this setup, and I can't wait to see what your setup's like when you're 30, because Jesus Christ, that's going to be something. Any final thoughts here for our boy Viktor?
No, just all the plans you've got that you said you've got sound pretty good. The extended mouse mount would be awesome. So there's not really much else that I can really say to improve it unless you get a bigger room. So just go with it, man. Good luck with your making pizzas and mopping floors.
And sometimes recycling. Don't forget.
That's important.
Anyways, let's go to the score, the final part of the show.
Woo, the most exciting part.
Woo!
Can we get a woo in the chat?
Can we get a woo in the chat, please, right now, please? All right, guys. First setup here was submitted by Asaya. Asaya walked away with a 64. Patrick walked away with a 78. Max walked away with Max1 walked away with a 63. Oliver walked away with a 77. Max walked away with an 82, and I know this is going to surprise people because it is like not the nicest setup ever, but it is actually a very nice setup. You just have to really look at it. And then we got our boy Spencer here with a 61, which could easily be like a 95, dude. Oh man, the chat's blown up with a woo. And then finally, we got our boy Viktor walking away with an 83, which, like I said, and I look here, and usability is what killed you. Everything else was a 9. And then actually, out of mine was an 8 because of the speakers. Everything else was a 9 from Cookie and me. Usability is where you lost all your points. Fix that, and you could literally beat Cookie's score.
Don't say that.
You can beat it. You can definitely do it.
You totally could.
Yeah, you definitely could. So yeah, that is those are the winners. Viktor first place, Max 2 in second place. Seriously though, the scoring I think was dead on in this episode. And it just goes to show you can have the most amazing, expensive equipment ever, and it's not gonna matter. So there you go. The more you know here on Pimp My Setup, episode number 59. Recorded live on November 12th, 2015. Cookie, you are beautiful.
Oh, well, you're all sort of, kind of, maybe.
I think you're so beautiful, man. And I just appreciate...
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful to me. Guys, seriously, give some hype over to Cookie. If you haven't checked him out on YouTube, go subscribe. If you're not following him on Twitter, go follow him and tweet him a picture of a flamingo. Right now.
Be awesome.
Do it.
All the flamingos, man.
Yeah. At Cookie Dunne on Twitter. Go tweet him.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh, someone just said the earth is flat. Get over it. Okay. Anyways, guys, in 7 minutes here. Oh, actually, if you're watching the recorded version, go check out the brand new video because I'm going to upload these videos on the same day. G920 Racing Wheel Logitech, brand new. Go check it out. But anyways, don't forget, I'm Mad Philly. You can find me on Twitter. I'm Mad Philly.
My name's Cookie Dunne. You can find me on Twitter at Cookie Dunne.
Okay, cool, wonderful. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the flip flop.
Fabulous.
Peace.
Peace.